Stampers, Diane Dimich here with ddStamps.com, and today I'm going to show you how I did this card. It's actually very basic, just some stamping with some ink and paper and a couple little embellishments. So let's get started. To begin with, I went ahead and I'm using the Swirly Bird stamp set. I love this stamp set just because of all the images that you get in it. And a lot of people asked me when they first saw this, what are those things right there? And what you'll see today is when you put them together, it makes a kite. It's got flowers, a sailboat, some birds, lots of little bits and pieces, and the splotchy thing that I love. This is really a fun stamp set. You can do a lot with it. And then I'm also bringing in the Tin of Cards stamp set only because I love this stamp set. It was in last year's catalog as part of a kit, and they brought it back this year, and it's just got some really great images in it for your cards. And so to begin with, I'm going to use a card base of Dapper Denim. This is one of our new in colors for this year. This was an 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock. I cut in half, so at 5.5 by 8.5. Scored at 4 1/4, and that's how you get your card base. So that's the base I'm starting with. That is Dapper Denim. And then I'm going to bring in my cutter because I got a couple other cardstock pieces I'm using. I am using Whisper White and Peekaboo Peach. Haven't gotten used to all the names yet. These are actually just quarter sheets of cardstock that I'm going to cut down. I'm going to show you how I did that. This is going to be a layer that I'm going to use, and so it's 4 1/4 by 5.5, and I just want to take it down by 1/2 inch on two sides. So it becomes 3 3/4 by 5. And this is the layer that's going to go right onto this card. You can see it just makes a bigger layer around the edge here, just for something new. And then I'm going to take this piece of cardstock, and because that was 3 3/4, I just want to take it down by 1/8 of an inch smaller, and I'm going to cut that off on two sides. So it's actually the 1/2 inch plus 1/8 of an inch, and I'll show you why I did that. What I'm going to get is I'm going to get just a real small border, but that Peekaboo Peach is going to show through, and then it's going to go right onto my cardstock layer. So that's how easy it is to make a layer for a card. And then you've got, these are great for sentiments that you're going to stamp on there, and then cut them into banners for your cards. So keep your scraps, because you'll never know what you might use them for. Okay, let me get the stamps out here, and we'll start with the kite. So we've got these great stamps, and I'm going to do the bold image first, and just attach it to a clear block, and then you can see how it makes a kite. And so let's start with what color is this? Flirty Flamingo. And I'm going to stamp this like that. And then I can clean this off in between. Come in with a little mint macaron. And make that kite. And then I'm going to come in with a little Peekaboo Peach and do a kite down there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off the solid image, and I'm going to come in with the striped image and start with, and you can just see how you can line it up. I might get my head in my way as I try to line this up. Triangle to triangle, and fill in that little gap. And how you make a kite. And then I'm going to come in with this kite string, and that's just a big long string. It could be a kite string. You could put words on it. I'll make sure I've got this right here. So I'm going to go ahead and just stamp my string right down the edge of my kite. I'm going to clean this in between. The other thing that's nice about these photopolymers is you could use it as a kite string, or you can make it a straight line. Just how it's all in how you put it onto your block. It's going to stick that way. So you can kind of manipulate it a little bit. Okay, so once I've got that, I'm going to come in with the Happy Birthday. And I think this time I'll use the Dapper Denim, the same dark blue as our card base. And I'm just going to go ahead and ink up this happy birthday. Stamp that right over the top of the whole thing. And then this all gets put together. So a little bit of our snail. Add this trimmed out with that Peekaboo Peach. And then add this to the front of my card. And then just for the fun of it, we have these great new dots. The candy dots and the candy shapes. These are the in colors. Aren't they fun? Lots of fun colors. But I'm just going to go ahead and add one of, oh, I know what I did. Before I do that, I actually used the speckled stamp in my sample, and I do want to do that. I'm going to go ahead and use a little piece of paper to stamp off on. And what I did is I came in like, this is Peekaboo Peach, so I stamped off, and then I just stamped a couple of blotches, like around the coordinating kite. And it was just to add a little something to the card. And then yeah, it just gets a little bit of color to it. So this color is Flirty Flamingo, Mint Macaron, and Peekaboo Peach. Then I'm going to come in with my candy dots, which are in colors. They actually come in, you can get them in our bolds and our regals, neutrals, and brights. But these are in colors, and it's kind of fun just to add a little, oh, I don't want that color. This is a color I haven't used yet, so it didn't really coordinate with the card. So I just picked some of the colors that were in that card. So there you have it. If you want to go ahead and do the inside of your card, I just cut another piece. This was actually just cut down on the edges. And I can go in there and add another kite and a string. And then one of the things it has in here, let me find it here, this little bow, it's kind of cute. I'm just going to add a little kite bow in that same denim, going right down, and this will go to the inside of my card. Just kind of jazzes up the inside. So there you have it, a pretty easy card. It's kind of fun to do. I love this set. If you haven't already done so, you may want to sign up for my newsletter where I send out tips, tricks, and techniques each month. It's at www.didystamps.com. Thanks, and I hope you have a great day.